The morning sun shines on the wide savanna of Kruger National Park in South Africa, where birds are singing. On a patch of green grass, a lion cub plays around its mother's feet, its eyes full of innocent joy. The mother and cub have been familiar with this part of the forest for many days, happily rolling around on low rocks, unaware of what's happening around them. That morning, the lion cub noticed a tall tree trunk and thought it would be a great place to climb and explore. The mother lion watched her cub from a distance, not realizing the danger. Curious, the lion cub started to climb the tree, trying to balance even though its legs were still weak. Happy with its progress, the cub climbed higher, using its claws to grip the tree bark just like a small child exploring. A gentle breeze made the branches and leaves rustle, which confused the cub, but it kept trying to reach the top. Suddenly, a dry branch cracked under the cub's weight. The cub slipped and fell hard onto the grass below, making a loud noise in the quiet. The mother lion roared in panic and rushed over to see if her cub was hurt. The cub groaned softly, trying to stand but collapsing from the pain in its leg. The soft grass couldn't cushion the fall, making the cub's injury worse. The mother lion leaned close to her cub, using her tongue to lightly lick the swollen areas, her wild eyes showing extreme worry. Realizing that her cub could not walk on its own, the mother lion roared softly, signaling that she needed to find a way to save it. In this vast savanna, the mother lion knew that only humans could provide quick medical assistance to her cub. Without hesitation, the mother lion gently took her cub in her mouth, skillfully lifting it up while avoiding further pain. Walking slowly, she was determined to bring her cub closer to where the Kruger National Park staff regularly patrol. Every time she lifted her leg, the mother lion seemed to tense up, trying to maintain her balance because even a little carelessness could cause the lion cub more pain. A soft groan came from the lion cub, making the mother lion's heart clench, as if the pain were reverberating through her own body. In the eastern part of the park, rangers were driving patrol vehicles, checking elephant tracks and studying the movements of antelope herds. A staff member named Arlo sat in the driver's seat, chatting with his teammates about the day's work, his eyes still attentively observing the surroundings. As the car rolled, they suddenly spotted a lioness in the distance, seemingly approaching unusually. Everyone was on guard, as a lion approaching a human vehicle was usually not a good sign. Arlo signaled his teammates to prepare repelling devices if necessary, but his intuition told him that something was unusual. As the car slowed down, they saw more clearly that the mother lion was holding her cub, which seemed motionless and in pain. The group's breathing suddenly slowed as they felt a surge of sympathy rising at this rare sight. The mother lion steadfastly approached, gently placing her cub in front of the car, her eyes seeming to beg for help. Seemingly understanding the situation, Arlo slowly opened the door and stepped out, his hands raised high to show that he had no intention of threatening her. His teammates also left the car, spreading out around it, keeping their distance and always ready to intervene if the mother lion became aggressive. Surprisingly, the mother lion did not bare her fangs or growl. She just stood next to her cub, occasionally bending down to lightly lick its tattered fur. Arlo took a deep breath, slowly walking towards the cub to check the wound, his eyes still glancing at the mother lion's reaction. A few drops of sweat appeared on his forehead, but he remained calm, knowing that any wrong move could cause the situation to spiral out of control. The mother lion roared softly but did not attack. It seemed that she understood that the man was trying to help her child. Arlo gently slid his hand down the lion cub's belly, checking the thigh muscles and the dirt-covered fur. The lion cub squinted slightly in pain, letting out a weak sigh, which made everyone feel even more sorry for it. After a few minutes of preliminary examination, Arlo realized that the wound was mainly caused by a strong impact, leading to bruising and widespread pain. He happily informed everyone that the lion cub had no broken bones or internal injuries. A sigh of relief spread through the air, and Arlo's teammates nodded silently, looking at each other with satisfaction. The mother lion seemed to recognize the positive signal. Her eyes were less tense, and her tail was also wagging less in defense. Taking advantage of the calm situation, Arlo invited another colleague holding a medical bag to come closer to assist. They took a bandage, soaked it in antiseptic, and carefully rubbed it on the swollen thigh muscle of the lion cub. The lion cub's eyes were a little hesitant at this time, but it seemed able to endure the first aid. The fur around the injured area was cleaned of mud and sand, making it easier to bandage. The mother lion stayed very close, her head low and growling softly but not aggressively, as if to say, "Be careful with my child." After cleaning the wound, Arlo wrapped a soft bandage around the cub's leg to keep it from moving too much. To help with the pain, he prepared a gentle injection, making sure it wouldn't cause any serious side effects. The lion cub shivered a little when the needle touched its skin but soon calmed down, maybe because the medicine was starting to work. In the distance, a few visitors in other cars watched in amazement as humans and wild lions helped each other. They took photos from afar, careful not to get too close and disturb the scene. Arlo checked the cub's breathing and heart rate one last time. Everything seemed stable. He smiled at the mother lion, thankful that she trusted him to help her cub. For a few more minutes, the rangers watched the cub closely, ready for anything unexpected. Then they decided to step back a bit, giving the mother and cub space to move freely. The cub tried to get up, but the pain was still there. It fell back down and cried softly. The mother immediately went to it, touching its neck with her snout as if to encourage it. "Stand up, my dear," Arlo said, waiting a little longer for the painkiller to work. He then encouraged the cub to try moving again. While waiting, he took out an anti-inflammatory spray from the car and gently sprayed it on the bruise, hoping to help it heal faster. The mother lion watched every move but did not show any discomfort because she realized that he was doing a good thing. The grassland was quiet, the birds were silent, as if to make room for this humane moment. After about 2 hours, the lion cub's wound was basically bandaged, and the pain was significantly reduced. It slowly stood on all fours, trembled a bit, and then kept its balance better than before. Satisfaction was evident on Arlo's face. He nodded slightly to his teammates as a signal of success. The mother lion roared softly as if to ask, "Can my cub walk normally?" Arlo smiled, raising his hand to indicate that everything was fine and that it would recover within the next 2 days. Looking at that gesture, the mother lion seemed relieved. No longer intending to stay long, the lion cub stepped back slightly, nestling against its mother's leg, tired but full of gratitude. The few staff members standing around remained defensive, but their eyes were filled with joy for helping the wild animal overcome danger. The mother lion slowly walked around the cub, assessing its condition to see if it was strong enough to move. After confirming it was, she turned her gaze towards Arlo and the staff, letting out a short roar, perhaps to thank them. The lion cub let out a soft growl, as if saying goodbye to the kind hands that helped it. Everyone moved their car back, giving the mother and cub plenty of space to leave the grassy area. The 4 cubs took a few shaky steps but soon caught up with their mother, enjoying the fresh air of the grassland. The cub walked awkwardly but was determined not to worry its mother. The mother lion tilted her head and licked her cub's forehead, encouraging it to keep moving toward the edge of the forest. In their minds, the way back to their home meant safety and healing. Arlo and his teammates stayed back, watching from a distance, ready to help if needed. The sun shone on the patrol car, showing Arlo's silhouette as he watched the mother and cub move slowly. They heard another car's engine in the distance, signaling the next patrol. But no one left until they were sure the cubs were okay. Many people sighed with relief and sadness as they watched the lions disappear behind the yellow bushes, following every gentle and proud movement of the king of the jungle. The mother lion walked ahead, occasionally looking back to check on her cub in case a predator appeared. The cub was slow but kept going, its small heart beating steadily despite the challenges. The trees began to block the view, and only the soft sound of the wind through the leaves could be heard. In Arlo's mind, he still saw the mother lion bringing her cub to him for help, a moment that felt almost unreal but was very real. He felt a strong connection between humans and nature, a feeling that went beyond words or species. His teammates also felt emotional. Some quietly said it was the first time they had seen a lion ask for help from humans. Back in the car, Arlo wrote down the condition, time, and place of the help he provided to report to the Kruger National Park management. He knew the lion cub would need more time to heal, but he believed it would survive. That day, the story of the ranger and the mother lion who came to save her cub spread throughout the Kruger savanna, a beautiful symbol of love, courage, and the special bond between humans and wildlife. Dear friend, thank you for following the story. Please remember to like and subscribe to our channel to show your support.